Motorola was the first brand that started the circular smartwatch design with the first Moto 360, but now that there are so many others that followed suit with a variety of designs, features and gimmicks, how does the new Moto 360 2nd Gen fare with all this competition? I'm Alicia from KLGadgetTV, and let's see if the new Moto 360 is worth parting with your money. When it comes to wearables, one of the most important features is the design. While many other smartwatches in the market have rounded edges and slimmer case to extrude a sense of luxury, the new Moto 360 has a somewhat industrial look to it. The unit we have here is a 42mm unisex model in black, which features a black stainless steel case and black leather straps. It sports a physical crown-like button at a 2 o'clock position, and compared to the previous generation, the new Moto 360 has slimmed down significantly. There are no complaints in the looks department other than the lack of the Moto maker service here in Malaysia at the moment, which means you have to settle for one of the 4 designs and color options offered here. Thankfully, you can easily change the straps of the watch with just a push of these little knobs, so you can actually collect the type of straps you want to match your wardrobe. However, when it comes to display, the Moto 360 still has this annoying cut-off portion dubbed as the flat tire. This little section is actually the ambient light sensor, which is also seen in the previous generation. After receiving a lot of flack about it, I was expecting them to fix it, but looks like Motorola decided to keep it instead, much to my disappointment. The display does work as it should, with its 360 by 330 resolution IPS LCD panel, and even in sunlight you can still see your notifications. There is a theatre mode where you can switch off the screen so you won't annoy people in places like the cinema. The new Moto 360 features a Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 and 512MB of RAM, and so far performance has not been much of an issue. It does take some time to load certain apps however, but it's not something you will notice too much. This is an Android Wear, so the features are pretty much similar to other smartwatches. However, when it comes to fitness, I personally prefer the Moto Body as it is easier for a quick glance and information gain can be synced with Google Fit as well. With the heart rate monitor placed on the back of the watch, most of the time you would probably get a decent heart rate reading, although I sometimes wonder since I do reach almost 100 BPM just sitting down at the desk. Voice input can be a little wonky as OK Google doesn't launch every now and then. Time to buck up on that, Motorola. Now what I liked most was the Wi-Fi connectivity, which means the Moto 360 doesn't always need to be connected to your smartphone via Bluetooth as long as it's able to connect to any source of internet. Charging the Moto 360 is just as annoying as many other smartwatches, since it needs a dock to get charged. So you need to take that with you if you're planning to go away for more than a day. It is still easier to charge than plugging a cable in, so it is still acceptable. Now, battery life, however, can be unpredictable because it depends on what you've been doing all day. It goes on for about a day or so, but generally it should be charged every day or you might just end up wearing a brick on your wrist. So what is the verdict? Although there are many smartwatches in the market, I have to say that the new Moto 360 is still one of my favorites and is a great update from the previous generation. There are different sizes to choose from at least, but it would be better if we had the Moto maker available to us in this region to differentiate this watch from the many others. With the price tag of 1399, it is a little on the pricey side, but with its performance and build, I would say it is still worth paying for. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to us, like the video, comment below, and follow us in our social media channels at KLGadgetGuy. Till the next video, this is Alicia signing off. Ta-da!